Hey, I want to make this quick video and say it was nice to meet you. I'm glad we finally met in person, and I wanted to go over a few things to help you prepare for the home search and some tips and tricks that will help you kind of get ahead of everybody else and get you further along so that when you're ready and you find the home that you want to purchase, that you're ready to go, we can immediately move forward and we can be the first offer in or be the strongest offer to get that home. I've also made quite a few other videos that I will send out to you as we go along the buying process. But this video in particular is just for the beginning. Most of these videos are for the first time home buyer, but they're also great for people who haven't bought in a long time. So the number one thing that you can do as a buyer to help you in the home purchasing process is get pre-approved. Pre-approval is very straightforward. It doesn't take very long. Most lenders can do it within a day. And it's usually a soft credit pull. They'll ask you a few financials. Maybe they'll want some pay stubs. They'll ask you what your occupation is, all that good stuff. But really, that unlocks a lot for you as a buyer. One, if you find the home that you're ready to move on, and you're like, we love it. We didn't expect to find it so soon, but we love it. We really want to put an offer in. We'll already have a pre-approval letter, and the lender can update info as needed. But this really allows you to more quickly put in a better offer, a stronger offer. A lot of sellers are really requiring that lender letter almost every time throughout this whole year. Every time the listing agents call me and say, hey, where's the lender letter? And the reasoning for that is because it's a buyer's market and it's a little harder to sell. The sellers and the listing agents do not want that home to be in pending status, waiting for a pre-approval letter. They're wasting precious time on the market, waiting for that one thing to really determine whether you're able to purchase the property or not. And it also gives you peace of mind of saying, hey, yeah, we're pre-approved for this amount. As long as we can get through underwriting and check all the other boxes that the lender has, we know we're good to go. So there's no point in looking at a property that you cannot afford. It's as simple as that. And so the biggest thing you can do is get pre-approved. It's extremely important. And then the next step is really just figure out what house are you actually looking for. Home searching is fun. I enjoy it. I love taking clients out and having you guys look at properties and get excited about certain things. And there's a lot to look at. So I like to go by the 80-10-10 rule when purchasing. That's really going to help you kind of narrow down all the homes that are out there because there's a lot of choices right now. So if the home has 80% of your needs, that's going to be right up front a good candidate. And 80, the major needs are going to be: is it in the right location? Things that you cannot change. Is it in the right location? Is it within budget? Or can we get it to within budget with a price adjustment or concessions? And some of the major changes: is there enough square footage? And maybe there's not enough room to do a renovation or an addition, and additions are very expensive. 10% of the needs may not be there, but you can probably change them. So yeah, the kitchen isn't quite big enough, but we can renovate and we can make the kitchen a little bit bigger. Or we can finish the basement and we can add a couple rooms. And then the other 10% is, needs or wants that aren't deal breakers. If you stick by those rules, that will help you greatly. Paint is cheap. Paint is easy. You can change that. Just because you walk into a room that's hot pink shouldn't be the end of the world, and you can fix that. But you can't take your house and move it 10 minutes closer to your work. So just keep those things in mind. That should help you kind of narrow things down. With so many options on the market, it's an awesome time to buy, but it's also sometimes stressful. And I see clients get really overwhelmed with so many options. Really just narrow down, bring it back to the basics, narrow down to what your real needs and wants are, and that will help you. But without that pre-approval, it's all for naught, because it really puts you in a hard spot when you're not the only buyer who's looking at this house. You're not the only buyer who's seeing that great price in that prime location. So when there's a house that's appropriately priced to the market and it's updated, has all the things that buyers are looking for, it will go, and it will go fast. I've had buyers get beat out multiple times because we're waiting on the pre-approval and we're waiting on the decision to be made of, yeah, should we do it, should we not? And yeah, sure enough, I mean, we're the second offer in, and then it's a battle of, okay, well, how much further up can we go in price, or how more incentivizing can we make this offer to make it work? And then it's a battle all the way through to acceptance. So anyways, just a couple of tips and tricks. Hopefully that helps. Like I said, it was great to meet you. If you have any questions, feel free to reach out. I will be sending you more videos with some extra insight and tips and tricks along the way through the entire buying process. But as always, if you ever have any questions, please reach out, and I'm happy to help. Talk soon.